Hi everyone, I'm JD. Welcome back to my video where I am now finally ready to bind in this signature into the journal cover. So let's just chat first about supplies. Needle. I actually love this needle because I just got it in this random kit from the cheap shop, and when I looked at the kit, it had one needle that was actually called a book binding needle, and so this is it. It's a longer, sort of thicker needle, so very good for book binding. I love it. Then you need an awl, and I actually didn't know what this was before junk journaling, and now I love this thing. Like, I wasn't sure how well it would go through papers, but it goes through papers like butter, and it's really fun and easy to use. Embroidery thread. So I was originally looking for waxed linen thread, I think it is, because I heard that's what lots of other people use, but I don't have it where I am. Again, just the cheapie shop where I am, I found a pack of embroidery thread, and it's kind of thicker, and that's what you want. You don't want like cotton because it can slide through the papers. So I found this works really well actually, and you can get lovely colours. And then obviously scissors to trim it all. And this one. Some people use bulldog clips or paper clips. I find these long bobby pins work really well, and I literally bought these long bobby pins just for junk journaling. So I've got some bobby pins for me in my dresser, and then I have these bobby pins in my junk journal kit at home. So this is how you make the signature. Sorry, no, I already made the signature. And alright, let me just make sure. I should have done this before, sorry, but I'm just going to make sure they're sitting how I want them to. Like, this is in the middle of the page. Others you can move up high or down low, but I want them kind of in the middle. I'm a bit symmetrical like that sometimes. Here we go. Sorry about this, but again, I guess this is good just to show you. So I'm basically, just putting everything, lining them all up so they're in the middle. I'm not sure if I want to do that for this one. I could even do that. That's kind of fun. See how that one is showing out the side? I like that, so I'm going to leave that like that. I hope that made sense. I'll go flip through it at the end and show you what that looks like. Okay. In fact, I'm actually going to change this one because I know there's swans on this side, so I want the swans. The first page you see, I like it on that side of the signature. Okay, so you grab all your pages, line them up. Sorry about this tripod being in the way. It's like, alright. Then you get your cover. This is what you do for a paper bag junk journal, right? A hardcover, it's slightly different. And this is why I wanted to show you first how to make a paper bag junk journal, because it's so easy. You literally just include the cover as if it's a page and just wrap it around. So simple. You just, treat it as a normal page, and then I hope you can see what I do just to keep the pages all in place so they don't move about. This is what I use the bobby pins for, and I put them down here, and like, you don't have to put them up the top as well, but I usually don't in my other journals. But for the paper bag one, because there's so many pages in a signature, 25 for this particular one, I find the pages can move a bit. Usually I only put 10 to 12, maybe 15 in my other journals, but for the paper bag one, because it's only just one signature, I do them at the top and bottom. The other reason I wanted to show you first how to do your binding with a paper bag junk journal is because you do only need one signature, and you don't have to measure then. When you have more than one signature, you kind of do need to go through this bit of a process of measuring out, ruling out, and drawing lines or lining up dots. Unless you do eyeball it. I know some people eyeball it too. But it looks a bit complicated. It isn't once you get the hang of it. But for this one, it looks simple and is simple. So that's why I wanted to give you this one as the first go. So I've got my thread ready. And basically, you can measure it if you want, but I just go, where's the middle? Okay, it's about there. And I'm pretty sure this is called pamphlet stitch. And I mean, there's so many tutorials out there that are so good. And I followed this tutorial by Johanna Klo, and I can definitely link that below. It just helped me know how to do it. And once I did that, I was set. The first time I did it, I realized how easy it was. So I'm just going to fold it over, and because there's 25 pages to go through, it does take a little bit of force to go through. But can you see that? It's gone through. Pamphlet stitch, you put one in the middle here, and then I'm just going to stick the needle in there so it doesn't move. That just helps. And then anyway, you could put it here. You probably don't want to put it too far, like low. Sorry, I'm not even on frame. In frame. I'm going to put it here. That's my other one. And just make sure you've got it right in the middle when you fold it over. So I hope you can see that coming out there. And then I'm going to use it again up in this part here. So right maybe here. And like, that's what I mean. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to measure this. Just be careful you don't stick yourself with the awl or the needle. Okay, so there's my 3 holes. And that's all you need for this pamphlet stitch. I know some other people do some fancy things, but I really like the look of this anyway. And all you do, so you've got your middle page. Really simple. I was so scared when I first saw this. I was just like, how on earth do you do this? It looks hard, it looks painful, it looks like it's going to take forever, it looks tedious and boring. And it stopped me from making my own journal for so long. I wanted to make my own journal for years and years, and this part just, I didn't want to do it. I was lazy pretty much, and daunted. But then when I discovered junk journaling, I was just like, I need to learn how to do this. I need to make my own journals. Alright, so you put it through the middle, you take it out through the back, and then find that hole. And it can be a little tricky getting it all the way through, but you can get there. I hope this is kind of visible. Then you put it through the bottom one. And I mean, you could do it through the top one first, but I always just habit. Put it through the bottom one, pull it through. You can even use the bobby pin to kind of clip that there so it won't move. But you pull it through, and then you want to kind of pull that down as tight as you can, so that when you go through, oh sorry, it's not in frame, pull this down as tight as you can, so that when you go through this hole, it's already there. Can you see that? It just went through so easy. If you don't manage to get it like this pulled down through a lot, embroidery thread, because it's made up of lots of threads, you can kind of stick it through the middle of the threads, and then when you pull it out here, you pull out the thread as well. I mean, that's not fun, but don't panic, because you can just redo it, take it out and do it again. Alright, now so you can see I've gone through. I hope this is I hope this is looking simple to you guys. Then you just put it through this other side, so the top hole. And then goes through there. And again, you might just have to move the pages a little if it's slipped a bit, but you'll wriggle it and figure it out. Then what I do to tie it off. So see, that's as simple as it is, really. There you go, it's done. How easy is that? And it didn't take long at all, so anyone can do this. For me, I tie it off like this. I put it through. Oops, see, I just went through the middle of the embroidery thread. It's hard to not do this when I'm leaning on a table, so I'm going to try and just use my finger. You put it through underneath, put it through. Okay, now I am going to need to put this down, so I hope you can still see. And that way, you pull on this side and pull on this side until it's in the middle, and then it's tight. And then it won't move. I know some people struggle with like put your finger here and then you got to tie it. And I used to do this with my scissors, and then I'll get my foot so I could tie it like that. But I learned that if you wrap it around that first one, it holds it there for you. Before I used to tie it up here, and that's when I had to fiddle around. And then I don't know how I discovered this. I must have watched a video or something. Then I trim off the edges, and you can make these ends as long or short as you want. Some people have them dangling out the side and they put charms on them, and you can definitely do that, or beads. Others have them with, like, they stick little paper flowers or hearts or butterflies on them. You can definitely do that, and one day I would love to do that too, but I'm no fuss. just get it done. It's for practical purposes, and there you go. So you can have them hanging down if you want over the edge. I kind of just want it trimmed up like that. And take out your bobby pins, and then that is done. And I really hope that was easy to follow, and I hope it's looking simple to you, because it is. It really is. Everyone who I've talked to who's finally done this, and look, I not really can see it, but there it is. They say that after they did the first one, they realised it's actually really simple. And that's exactly what happened to me too. I was like, no way, that's too hard, can't do it. Or I can do it, but it's going to be a painful process to do it. But actually it's really, really easy, simple and quick, especially when you're just sewing in one signature. It is a little bit trickier when you're doing 4 or 5 signatures, but it's like, seriously, it's just this repeated, basically, with a bit of extra measuring. But so simple, and I just really hope I can get that across. And there is your journal, and there's your base journal. I mean, you could just have that and you're done, good to go. But we're going to embellish this and do a fun few different things to show you how, again, to use that kit, and maybe give you some ideas on how to embellish. So I will do that in another video, and maybe another video series if you think that would be helpful. I might do a process video as well, again, now that I've done these process videos. So yeah. Okay, I'm just going to breathe a big sigh of relief now that I've done this journal. And then yeah, I might even give it away or put it up in my shop, or maybe even keep it as a daily journal and show you how, once I've embellished it, then show you how I use it, maybe. I don't know. Just full of fun ideas, and that was really fun to make. So hope that was helpful. Do let me know in the comments if it was helpful. If anything wasn't clear, just ask questions, let me know, and I can definitely try and help you there. And I will link that Johanna Klo tutorial below as well, if that might be easy to follow. And then yeah, I will be back and I'll show you how I embellish, and I will also eventually show you how to do the junk journals where you do more than one signature. So there it is. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.